Thanks for taking a few moments to check out the video that we've made here regarding one of our Dale Carnegie courses that we offer here at Infotech in Virginia Beach, Virginia. The course that we're going to introduce you to today is really a foundational Dale Carnegie course, the Skills for Success course. We wanted to create a video that really captured the essence of what this course is. The Dale Carnegie courses are very different, and this, like we said, is the foundational course. And we wanted to really show and break down what that looks like here. We wanted to show our dedicated Dale Carnegie room. We also want to introduce you to our dedicated Dale Carnegie trainer, Juli Mosnes, who is fantastic, and kind of let her explain the history of Dale Carnegie, its mission, how she got involved. And if you are interested in taking this class, we offer it at least once a quarter, and depending on demand, we can do more than that. We can do it on site, we can do it locally in our Dale Carnegie training room. Depending on where you got this video, if it was emailed to you or it's posted on our website, there's going to be different contact methods that you can use. You can email myself or some of the other account managers at Infotech. You can call directly from our main line to a direct line of one of the account managers as well. Appreciate you taking the time. Hopefully you'll learn something, and we'll see you in class. Hello, and welcome to our dedicated Dale Carnegie room here at Infotech in Virginia Beach, Virginia. My name is Drew Powers, and I'm an account manager here with Infotech with a specialized focus on our Dale Carnegie courses and offerings. We decided that we were going to go ahead and make a Dale Carnegie video about one of the courses that we offer here with our dedicated trainer, Juli Mosnes. So that's what she's here. I'd like to introduce you to her and have her give you a little bit of background and tell you about herself.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Drew. I am Juli Mosnes. I've been the Dale Carnegie trainer here in the Hampton Roads area since 2018. And really what we focus on is just that personal and professional development. I have my undergrad in kinesiology. I was a team captain on my college lacrosse team, which led me also into getting my master's degree, and I was a graduate assistant with lacrosse. And that's really where my connection started with Dale Carnegie, was starting to read those books when I was developing that master's program. And from there, I actually continued my coaching career, which, as you can imagine, is a lot of leadership, a lot of people skills, being motivating. I also worked a little bit on the business side as well as a business development manager within company Arasti, which then led me here to Virginia Beach with my husband and my two kids. And yeah, it's been really exciting to be able to work with a lot of the local and also the larger companies that are here based in Hampton Roads.
You got the physical, and then you've got a master's in psychology?
Yeah.
You really put the full package together.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted, Dale Carnegie. You want the full package.
Yeah, and it's really important that your mental state goes along with your physical state. So that's also something that we really talk about with Dale Carnegie too, is just being able to see that how we manage stress and how our relationships are handled.
Yeah.
Yes, so our mental health really blends into our personal life, into our professional life. So being able to have that side as well is really fascinating to see, and just also just seeing the different ways to motivate people.
So how lucky are we? We used to have the perfect trainer. I mean, she's got the mental part, the physical part, which are all important in having a successful, fulfilled life, which kind of is getting to the core of Dale Carnegie.
Yeah, and I've only had to threaten the use of burpees a few times with the course.
In Dale Carnegie,
in Dale Carnegie, just as, but we haven't had to follow through with it.
Juli, so Infotech is the exclusive Dale Carnegie training provider here in Hampton Roads. Mm-hmm. And you are a dedicated Dale Carnegie trainer,
yes,
correct?
Yeah.
And you teach the Dale Carnegie cornerstone course that we teach here. And we also call it Skills for Success as one of the other names for it. So I was hoping you could just take a moment and elaborate, break down, what is this course? What will participants get out of this? And how does it actually look when they're attending?
Sure. Yeah. So like you mentioned, it is our flagship course. So this is something that really, this is where you want to get your feet wet, is being able to take this course. And we have two different formats to take it. If you want to take it in the 8-week course or the 3-day course, we can talk about that later.
Okay.
But really, it's just the foundation. It's everything that embodies Dale Carnegie, our methodology, our core values, and it's the most interactive classroom you could probably ever be
This
in.
isn't you just lecturing people.
No,
This
no,
is
it's like not a
okay.
TED Talk. You're not going to just sit there and listen to me talk for 3.5 hours straight. We're up and moving. We actually don't even have desks because we're not writing anything. We're working in groups. We're getting up. We're speaking. We're working on our confidence. So it's really about how to work together, how to disagree agreeably. So there's just so many things that go into it that it's almost hard to even say like what is the Pinnacle course, but it's something that you're going to learn the human relations, the foundation of what Dale Carnegie stands for, and then be able to build from there, whether it's sales or marketing or leadership, what it is that you're.
It applies to almost all aspects that you might be doing professionally and personally.
Right. And we have a lot of materials that come along with that. One of the great things about this course as well is the materials that we do provide. Okay. So me as the trainer, I'm also working alongside with you. We have this participant manual that we'll be doing a lot of the work in. You take this home, you come back with it. There will be a lot of activities and discussions that we work through. And then a part of that is also, is our 2 books, the How to Win Friends and Influence People and How to Start Worrying and Start Living. These books,
those are foundational books.
These are, yes. This course, not only is it in 32 different countries, it's also in 27 different languages.
Really?
And so are these books.
Wow.
And for the longest time, actually for over 40 years, the How to Win Friends and Influence People was number 2 on the best-selling book list. Do you know what number 1 was?
Try to think. Grapes of Wrath?
The Bible.
Oh, okay.
So people even refer to this book sometimes like as their Bible when it comes to it.
Sure.
And it's what's really amazing. But also on top of that, people taking this course have also really talked about how the worry book has been able to just really change their perspective on things and how they manage their stress and be able to see their resilience. So along with the slides and coming up here and interacting, we do also have some materials that we work through as well. Okay. But rarely are we just sitting for longer than 3 minutes.
So it can really keep your attention. I know that's how I learn best.
Yeah, you'll never get your watch to beep at you to tell you to get up and move because we will be getting up and moving. So
as we are here in our dedicated Dale Carnegie room, we know training happens here. We've got those options, but we've got some other options for training too. And what are those? Yeah,
so we actually also can go on site. And that's when a couple clients that I work with year round, we can actually do it during the work hours. Really? So from 9 to 12:30 with that 8-week course. And that way you can have all the employees there, you have the management, you have everyone on the same page, and it's just a dedicated hour there that we can travel to, depending on where it is. Then with that, we also, we obviously have this dedicated room. And then we also have 2 different options. So whether it's a public course where you are open to the public, this is where we work in their training room. And we can bring in
a lot of different peers and people which is good for networking too.
It is. It's great for networking. It's great for building relationships and also just seeing from different points of view. But also being able to go on site and working specifically with those employees and addressing the specific issues that this company is looking to resolve with their employees. So with that, we can also do a 3-day course.
And we do that here as well. That's offered here, the 3-day and the 8-week, which would be 1 night a week.
Correct.
Both
yes.
Here? Okay.
So if we do 8-week, it could either on site or here. 8-week would be 1 day a week. Typically in the evenings from 4 to 7:30. We can be flexible depending on what our clients need. And then also we could do it in the mornings as well if it's going to be on site. We just don't always have this room available.
So we've talked some about what employers can get out of their employees on this, from leadership abilities, communication abilities. We talk around here a lot about how difficult it is for employers in this environment to retain employees, develop them, attract them, and that's where Dale Carnegie and some of the offerings here can really step up and help do that and foster talent. Who are some other individuals or maybe some specifics of people or individuals that can benefit from taking this course?
Yeah, absolutely. So personally, I feel like everyone can thrive in this course, but it's anyone that's, whether they are stepping into a manager role or they want a promotion and they want that new role, this is going to give them not only the confidence, but the resilience and the understanding of how to work with people, difficult people. And like you mentioned earlier, retention.
Difficult people aren't going away. You might as well learn how to deal with it.
Difficult people, the challenges, that list is only going to get longer, right? So, but how we approach them and how we manage them is really, that's when the ball is in our court. So not only the people that are looking for those management, but people that are just trying to develop their confidence, but being able to speak up in these meetings and be able to, whether it is going for that promotion. So it's for anyone that's really trying to better themselves. And that's really what's incredible is that this is actually a college course. You can actually get
Really?
credits for this.
Now that I did not know.
Yeah, and even high schoolers can do that. So even actually doing that. So not only
Look good
is
on a
this
resume too, or a college
yeah,
application.
college, but it's accredited. A lot of the companies that we use, this is considered personal and professional development. So they're able to get their credits that they need, whether it's CMEs or CEUs. Wow. That's just something to talk to our accounting office about.
There was another Dale Carnegie rep that had said one of the things that Dale Carnegie does is finding the latent abilities inside individuals that like they didn't know they had and kind of foster it and bring it up to the surface. I thought it was a great way of like, because it says we've all got these things, and basically your job or one of the goals you've got is pulling these things out of the participants.
All right, we start to get very comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's great. I mean, that's going to help you go up a
Absolutely.
ladder.
I mean, when you think about how much flexibility that we need right now, like think about the job that you have right now versus, 5 years ago. It's probably changed a lot, right?
Yeah.
You have to wear a lot of hats. You have to be resilient. You have to be able to work with others. You really have to be able to communicate well. You have to be able to get your point across. You have to be able to stand ground. So this is giving people the confidence, the wherewithal, the tools. We have so many techniques here that have been tried and tested for well over 100 years. There's a reason why these are still working for people. So our methodology, our cycle of improved performance is what really makes this course and how people see their development.
If I made a guess, you probably take a tremendous amount of satisfaction from watching somebody that didn't think they could give a presentation or do well, and at the end of 8 weeks or getting close to it, kills a presentation. And they've shocked themselves as well. Because I can just imagine that that's kind of one of the things that you walk out, I'm sure, and we're going to have some testimonials. That's the type of testimony you would get. And it's got to be a lot of joy to watch somebody get out of their shell like that.
Absolutely. We call them breakthroughs.
Okay.
And to be able to see people that can't get up here, or they don't not only don't have the confidence, they just don't know how to.
Sure.
So just learning that, being able to build that confidence, but seeing just the changes that they have. So hearing it from week 1 versus week 8, you just see the change. These are people that, whether they were voluntold, this was something that they didn't necessarily want to be a part of, but they were, asked to come, or versus people that were so excited and chomping at the bit to get here. You see the light bulbs, you see the clicks, you see everything that just like the aha moments that really break through for them.
Well, Julie, as we wrap this up, I think, one thing I want to say to you, and as a reason why I asked you to do this, and you were more than willing to, was, I had the opportunity early on when I came with Infotech to sit on one of your graduations. And I really saw kind of the space that you created. And I think for people that might be uncomfortable in public speaking or presenting, or some of these abilities that are going to help you grow in your role and your job or your personal life, I think you do a great job of balancing giving constructive criticism, making it feel safe, but then also kind of holding them accountable to make sure that growth and stuff is still happening. So I think we're very fortunate in the Hampton Roads market to have you as our trainer. And I thought we would do a good job by just letting everybody else see that, on video. And so, anybody that's gotten this, the goal was to highlight what you're going to bring, and this is what they're going to get. Obviously, we can't cram it all into the video, but you get a sense of how you're going to conduct yourself, how you're going to conduct the class. So before we wrap this thing up and say goodbye, is there anything else you want to add or let anybody know about the course, yourself, anything?
Sure, yeah. So the biggest takeaway, I hope, for anyone watching this video is that this course really is for anyone. Whether it's you're completely new to the workforce, or you're just fresh out of college, or even fresh out of high school, a lot of people that are here, they just assume that it's because, it's just a public speaking course. That's like the biggest fallacy when it comes to this. Like, it's so much more than that. It really is to find your strengths, to be able to develop them even more, and to push you out of your comfort zone. You will be uncomfortable here. You're going to get very comfortable with being uncomfortable. And with that, but you're going to continue to grow. And the skills that you have from this course, you will have for the rest of your life. So whether you stay with this company, you will take them wherever you go, and you will use them forever. So whether it's with your spouse, with your kids, I use these principles and this methodology on a daily basis, and it just starts to get ingrained in you. So just realizing that, you'll be like, wow, I feel like I've got some great relationships. It's like, really, you think about every relationship that you have, and we go on day 1 with a relationship map, and we really break down. It's like, where can we enhance this? Because again, if we're ripe, we're rotten. If we're green, you're growing. You should always feel like you are wanting to push yourself and to be that better version of yourself.
And the big thing for me with you is authenticity. And I think one thing I've learned is the rigorous training to get certified you have to go through to even become, like, they're just not taking any trainer. So you have to really be passionate about it in order to get to the level where you can train these classes.
You can't fake it.
So.
You can't fake it. And I get so much intrinsic reward from this course. It's such a great balance for me. I love being able to see people develop themselves and to be able to see those breakthroughs. It is something that I feel is so rewarding, and I'm so grateful to be able to be in this position and work with Hampton Roads.
Well, Julie, thanks again for your time today.
Yes.
I know, we got you on the schedule and you drove all the way out here to make sure we got this video done. It's obvious you're passionate about it. It comes through. So I appreciate that. If you receive this video from us, then you should have some of our contact information. You can either email myself or some of the other Infotech account managers, and we can get you signed up on a class. We have some links directly on the Infotech training website as well. And depending on where this is posted, there might also be a contact form right below, and you could just put your information there. So appreciate the time spending the 10, 12 minutes with us today. Thank you, Julie, again for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you at the next class.
Yeah, see you in class.